What's up, y'all? Marjek79 here. We are back again today with a DC Multiverse action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the Teen Titans Cyborg. It was just released. Oh my god, man. If you follow my channel, you know I don't really do too much DC stuff. You know, I'm more of a Marvel guy, even though I do love my Batman stuff. But, you know, I was a huge fan of the original Teen Titans show on Cartoon Network. I mean, I watched the heck out of that show. And as soon as I seen this figure on the shelf, I had to have him. Picked him up retail for $19.99. Yeah, I could not beat him, man. I had to get him. So here he is in the package. Then he just looks so glorious too. Look at that, man. Look at that. Oh my god. Okay, spin it to the side, spin it to the back. Just, you know, just classic Cyborg. This is really, I feel like this is Cyborg's first introduction to a lot of mainstream media. I mean, I didn't even know Cyborg existed until the Teen Titans cartoon. And some more figures from the wave here. I'm not interested in any of those, unfortunately. The Batman Green Lantern looks pretty cool though, but you know, I have no psychological influential impact to it though. So, you know, other side, top, bottom, comes with one accessory, just an open shooter blast. Alright, man, let's crack this thing open and let's take a look. Alright, guys, and now we have our Cyborg out of the package, and look at that. Holy crap, man. Look at this. This is my first time getting a DC Multiverse figure. So like I said, I'm not a fan of the scale at all, but God bless it, this is a good looking figure. At least the torso. Arms, a little bit of chipping paint bleeding there on that white. Into this arm. It's decent. Torso is outstanding though. Face is outstanding. Look at that. And to the thighs. To the feet. Spin them to the side here. A little bit of some markage right there. Side here. So let's spin up to the back here. Huge torso, just like how he's supposed to have in the show. Back of the helmet here. His head. So literally the only accessory he comes with is the blast effect here. And then he also comes with the stand as well. It looks like this car. So when I took him out of the package, I hit this right arm like snapped off, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. It snapped right back on pretty easily. So alright, man, let's go and let's hit his articulation. Okay, head, barely go down, can go up, rotate 360 degrees. Here we go. Tilt to the left, tilt to the right. It's pretty nice. Arm rotate 360 degrees. No bicep swivel at all. Okay. No elbow swivel. Okay. Can he? There he goes. He's got an upper arm swivel. Huh, that's weird. Like kind of connected to the shoulder pad here is where you can get your swivel at. It's just super tight though, and that actually reveals a scratch on the skin paint here as well. So okay, can he bend his arm? Yep, can bend that barely, but also that's super tight, 90 degrees. Wrist can be rotated 360. Cannot be pushed upwards though. Looks like it comes with just this little snapping finger action here. Go. Torso. Tilt it left, right, rotate it 360 degrees, and push forward, push backwards. Yeah, so torso's fine. So ab, you push that forward, push it back, but that reveals a little bit of an ugly gappage right there. Leg. Push it forward this much. Can rotate it left and right. The thigh cannot be, yeah, it can be rotated kind of 360 degrees, but be careful with that. You don't want to bend that too far to mess up your articulation. Knee joint, 90 degrees. Ankle, push it up, push it down, and then can't tilt it to, you can't tilt it to get the rotation out of it as well. So I mean, articulation's not horrible. It's super tight. That's definitely the main thing I'm noticing with this going on here. Okay, so after a ton of finagling, that was relatively tough to get that out of the pegs. These wrists, man, sheesh, I had to pretty much had to yank it out with like a ton of strength. So yeah, here you go. Actually, I need to flip that over a little bit. Hold on, that's better. So you want to have your knuckles kind of like facing at the top, obviously, so because he's shooting. So that looks good, man. So only gripe that I have when you pose it on this hand, you kind of get a bit of gappage there. So I'm really not a fan of that. So you really want to face him in a direction to where, you know, you can only see maybe that portion of him. So if you pose him correctly, you know, then you'll be fine. So just don't pose him from the side so you can get that ugly gap. So I'm sure if you like heat it with a heat lamp or a blow dryer, so on and so forth, you could probably push it in a little bit further. But this is an out of the box review, not a out of the box and finagle with it and do all that extra shit before, you know, you put them on your shelf. So, but you can also put the gun on this hand as well, so don't forget about that. So, and then also really quick, I just want to do a quick size comparison with a normal 6-inch figure. This is just the SH Figure Arts Awakening Goku with our Super Saiyan head. Just want to show you how much bigger the DC Multiverse figures are than a regular 6-inch figure. So obviously this is not going to fit in scale with a 6-inch figure. This is more of a 7, almost an 8-inch scale figure. So very large. So I don't even know if I'm going to put this guy on my normal DC shelf. Might end up just putting him somewhere else. So is he worth the $19.99 that I paid for it? Sure. I would probably get the other Teen Titans if, you know, DC Multiverse ever released them. I was a huge fan of the show. Wasn't like a die-hard. It wasn't, Teen Titans was never my favorite show, but it was definitely, compared to like Justice League and Batman and Superman the animated series, and it was definitely probably my favorite. So I stopped being a fan when they stopped making this show and they came out with Teen Titans Go. I've never been a fan of that, unfortunately, but definitely the original Teen Titans was easily my favorite DC show growing up, right up there with Batman the animated series. So all right, so let's take this stuff down to the museum. Thought about showing off this stand too, but honestly, as you can see, it's not really needed. I mean, the figure is standing up fine without the stand, so there's that. So then you got this card too, but I'm not taking that out of the package either. So all right, so let's take this down to the museum and let's finish out here. Okay, so this is going to be Cyborg's current resting place. I still ended up putting him on the DC movie shelf just behind a couple of the other figures. Look how much bigger he is compared to the 6-inch Man of Steel, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Goodness gracious. But definitely not my best when it comes to picking out a spot for a figure, but this is all I got right now. Maybe, you know, if they eventually make the other Teen Titans like Robin, Starfire, Beast Boy, and Raven, we will give them their own proper shelf as well. But this is going to have to do for now. So I like it. You know, do I recommend this figure? Yeah, absolutely. You know, $20 is not bad at all. I mean, this is the only figure of its kind that exists, so I say go for it. I'm still not a fan of the DC Multiverse figures. They're just too big for me, and it would take a specific character like this to make me jump on the bandwagon. So say for instance like those Wonder Woman 1984 figures that they came out with, I'm not interested in them at all because they don't scale with the other movie figures. So very unfortunate. So yeah, that's gonna do it, man. So as always, thanks everybody for watching. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later.